We're at Andy McCoy Race Cars today. Chris Russo. I'm a fire captain. I work in New Jersey, but it's about 10 to 12 miles right outside of Manhattan. And I ride on a truck out of headquarters right now. But when I walk through the door, the paint is the first thing that hit me. It was stunning. And I had a lot of help from Andy's dad, Stan, on the paint, because left up to my own devices, I kind of messed the whole thing up, but they came in and rescued me on it, and I'm glad they did, because as you can see, it's sitting behind me. It's stunning. I'm not saying that because it's my car. I'm not saying that because I'm getting interviewed here. It's just really the truth. When you see it, it really just like jumped out at me, especially the color, but the way that Ryan laid the decals on, I couldn't ask for anything more as far as the look of it at all. You know, there's a lot of chassis builders I could have went with. 90% of them being in Missouri for some reason. I have no idea why that is. But when I originally had my one and only new car built prior to this, I had a lot of problems with the car. The fit and finish of the car was awesome, but the workings of the car were horrible. Bump steer, all kinds of issues and problems. And a good friend of mine, Darren Mayer, who helped me out for a lot of years, I would just continue to drive the car even though it was just crazy. And Darren said, that's it, I'm done with you. I'm not even going to help you out anymore if you don't get this car fixed. And at the time I was racing ADRL, and I had met Andy at the races and his dad. And I thought a lot of them, and I see their cars, and that car was a Duster back then, and it was winning almost every round of racing. They were killing it, and so I said, you know, obviously he knows what he's doing, so let me go to him. And that's how I first met Andy and Stan and all the guys here. So anyway, it just continued to grow. I had a problem with the car. I could bring it to Andy and Scott, and they would fix it, and you know, they would fix it, and if it wasn't quite right, they would make it right. So it wasn't something that was like a quick thing, like I'm gonna go to X chassis builder or Y chassis builder because it's the popular choice. Basically, I was joking with them before, but I kind of vetted them, meaning that I had like a race car that really was a bag of crap, and they turned it around into something that was able to go 931 60 foot. So because of that, you know, that's why I'm here today. And I think it's important. You got to get to know the people who you're dealing with, because anyone can just sell you a bill of good on the phone and say that they're going to build you the greatest race car, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be super bad throwdown, you know, all the rest. But they've done it for me with other things and not a full car. So when it came time for me there was only one choice, and it really didn't have anything much to do with me and these guys being friends. It more so had to do with, I mean, look at the cars they have out there. They had a PD Fleet car that is, you know, running at the top of Pro Boost. They got Doug Winters, who was doing very well for himself in NHRA. They have, I think Terry Coyle is his name. Yeah, he's doing very well for himself down there. So, you know, I go to Australia. I went and worked on, you know, in Australia at Perth, and there's Andy McCoy cars there, you know, and they run fast and they're safe. So it was, for me, a no-brainer. It just made perfect sense.